this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So BYU's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get the running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to.
Spins away from one. He's at the touchdown, Cougar! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there. A difficult guy to stop now for this defense.
So the TCU Horned Frogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays. Time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, Dave.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag here.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think it's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this.
No doubt. I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they...
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Jones to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go off top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. second and long. He'll pull it on the read.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays, this guy.
Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
The give to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCord. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Makes the grab on the back.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Cougar. Great job out the back on the option. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start into the second half and you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's West. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better off.
He's got it down the left. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, TCU. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll try the toss to the left. Got the first down and more. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and they will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give out of the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. Oh, what a cut! He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Floats it out in space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. To the air, it's West. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, TCU.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, lost the throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Powers through the defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's It's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Back to throw, it's West. Finds his big tight end. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the marker. It's Shelton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big hand. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Jones wants to throw it. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. The play-action fake. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jeff. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Off play action. Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's West. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. In on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better. About it.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. On target to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Middleton. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He'll do it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick completion to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in there. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
In the gun end, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they